Hi there guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing a morning thoughts episode which is due since yesterday, and I would like to let you know why I couldn't upload it or I couldn't do a video. I'm gonna give you some live updates. If you're not into this or if you're looking for a fragrance review, you can skip the video. I do not mind at all. And Happy New Year to everybody, and thanks to everybody who wished me Happy New Year, good luck, good health. I really am grateful. Thanks to all your prayers. Thanks for all your prayers, and thanks to all your prayers, I'm still here. So as long as I'm here, I'm gonna be making content, and today I'll be sharing some thoughts of my life and some updates. Sometimes people say, I'll start with this note, that show people your smile, never your tears. I don't believe in that. Why is that? I'll start with that point. Okay, sometimes people tell you that do not tell people your problems, do not tell people your sadness, do not tell people when you're down, cope with it yourself, be strong, swallow it. And in the process, you make everybody happy. You show the people that you are okay, but sometimes you're human beings. You're not a robot. Robots sometimes also fail to be productive when they are, time is up. But human beings, it's like ups and downs. We have emotions, we have sentiments, we have like real life events. Sometimes we go through really bad phase, depression, and these are really terrible. And once you do not tackle them, you see that nobody understands you, and they don't understand why you're behaving the way you are, sometimes why you disappear, why you're being rude. People don't understand. So once as a human being, you understand that you also go through life phases, like sometimes you're really down, bad breakups or financial issues, you lost someone loved one, or in general you're not doing so good, physically, mentally, you'll feel depressed. So I like to share so you can relate with me as a human being. So I understand it's not the smartest thing to share your personal life, but I don't have that much to hide. So why I feel you have to share is that once you share happiness, definitely people become happy, they follow your work. But at the same time, once you share your sadness, you feel a little bit of your weight goes down. You need to share, even though just talking to someone helps. So this is why I decided to discuss. I know many times people will be trolling, hey, oh, you're going through some tough times, haha. It's okay, I'm getting used to the trolls. No problem. So I'll give you some life updates. The new year, how it was, what I did, or what are my new year resolutions, and how life is going in Bangladesh. So let's go one by one. New Year's time, what did I do? I slept. I was very tired, I was very depressed. Recently, my car, another big issue, the gearbox sort of broke down. And year end, I had to spend huge amount of money, and also I had to pay a lot of other fees, as well as some, like bills, and then I have to pay the tax token of the car. So end of the year, all my savings are gone, and throughout this year, I actually sort of wasted a lot of money, bought too many perfumes, okay? And I spent a lot of money on other stuff as well. So which sort of made me pay, and they're making me pay. So that's one reason I'm hugely depressed, and I just sort of fell asleep yesterday. Day before yesterday, I didn't even hear any fireworks. So yeah, I plan to go like a holiday just to make a change and then relax. But since I lost all that money, so I could not go. So I was stuck at home. Yeah, that's how my new year started. It continued. I didn't finish there. I have one rechargeable fan. When our electricity go, nowadays it's happening a lot. For the last 4 or 5 months, we are losing power every now and then, frequently. Even in winter time, nowadays we get power failure. So what our government is doing here, I think they are trying to like cut off power for more than a day in every month, like 24 hours plus every month from certain area to save electricity or save cost something. And they're still opening a metro rail station, metro rail, like the train, after so many years, so much cost, and the running cost is very, very high, and it's already proven to be like having issues. Okay, but imagine a day, sometimes 3 times a month, you lose power from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Just giving you an idea so you'll understand how our life is here. And slowly I'll tell you our problems, how we work here from this, limited resources. So we lose power. What does it mean? Yesterday I wanted to do 2 videos, right? I woke up, I knew that 9 or 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., somewhere between this, the electricity will go until 4 p.m. And I was like, I woke up so late. I woke up around 5. I had my breakfast. I walked. Then I had to put a rush to the review, and uploading it, everything, it became already 8 a.m. And then I knew that if I start another video, I cannot finish it. So there you go. Half day, no electricity. So this is how our life is challenging sometimes. No internet, no electricity. We don't have that much of generator power backup, because it's not a big building that you live in, so we don't have like continuous power. So life struggles are real. Then I had to spend the whole day from morning yesterday all the way to evening, when my car was being fixed, the gearbox, we replaced the whole gearbox. So it took long time. I sat there throughout the day, no lunch, no breakfast, nothing, and I was so tired. Sitting in a garage is not easy. So at times I feel kind of like tired living here, and I'll give you, life updates are not gone, there are more. More as in, like, I don't like to go out. Some of you know that I like to stay at home. Most of you will see me here. Why? Because I've chosen a path. I did not want to work in Bangladesh. I tried at first when I got here in 2016, before this, 19 years in Malaysia. So I did my own work, restaurant. I was my own boss. And I realized one thing: I cannot work under other people. It's just I have a problem with authority. It's not like every office or every job is bad, but unfortunately I went to the bad ones. Like people, the bosses, they're always unfair. They always make you work extra hours, weekends, and they give you their workload, and then they threaten you: if you do not do your job, we'll fire you. So under this kind of circumstances, people can never be normal. People are always hateful, and they hate their bosses. Many of you can relate, right? And then some of them are really big D-bags, right? So unless you have a really awesome boss, there's no fun in working, and you really feel you're wasting your years there, effort. You never get actually a promotion, you never get a pay raise that you deserve, or you don't get the appraisal, you don't get the appreciation. In Bangladesh, I applied for a school teaching job, and I had a master's. I had 1 year of PhD that I finished, which doesn't count though, but I started. And they told me, for a very low pay, you have to meet this experience, this criteria, and you have to have a lot of conditions. And I was like, okay, I'll still do it. It's barely like, how much money is that? 1,500? No, not 1,500. $150 per month. Okay, and that is like 15,000 taka, I think, barely. And imagine that much pay. You have to go around and come back every day. Your food cost, nothing is gonna cover. But I still want to do it, just to see. And later I realized they already chosen their teacher or the candidate from before the interview, decided, because they're going to put someone they know. Okay, this is how our country is. So anywhere you go, we have a huge problem of huge population. This is the biggest problem that you have. Small country, a lot of uneducated people. They're not educated, they're poor, and they don't understand that they should not reproduce so much. Every year, a lot of these more poor and poor people making babies, 5, 6, 7, putting a burden. We don't even know how many people we have. So definitely there's going to be pressure on economy, job market. One post of students, like university sit, right? You want to study undergraduate. Think about 5,000 students apply, 5,000 candidates apply, and out of them maybe one they get chance. Give you a comparison: Malaysia has universities. They're looking for students. They have they look for students, come here and study with us. They have extra seats. They have less students. Sometimes the semester, the group or a class only have 20, 25. It's just a difference, and some 30 years back, I don't think 30, 40 years back, Bangladesh, Malaysia was so different. It's just the corruption, what it does, Second problem is corruption. We have no management on traffic system here. And I'm giving you some idea why I do what I do. If you want to go to some place, if the roads are empty, you can get there in, like, let's say 10 minutes. But every day, thanks to our mismanagement of traffic, no traffic signals, nobody follows traffic signals, and there's always people who do not have any sort of manners, animals on the road, causes that same journey of 10-15 minutes every day you spend on the road, 3 to 4 hours. 3 to 4 hours on a road you spend. What's remaining in you? You could have slept, you could have relaxed, you could have eaten, you could have gone for a jogging. None of it. People are unhealthy, people are having strokes, too much of worry, financial problems, people are losing jobs, pay cuts, and a lot of people, close their businesses, due to lack of business. No one can compete. So we are going towards a very difficult time, and this year I think it's going to be even worse, because summertime, I feel, if winter time, we're losing power 3 times in a day, or one whole day is gone or more every month. You can tell in summertime what's going to happen. many more hours, we're gonna lose. Fuel cost higher, so market price, everything is costing higher. So no matter how much you earn, okay, let's say you're earning $3,000, okay, which is not a bad pay. It's a very decent pay in Bangladesh. It's like a lot more than enough, for Bangladesh, because food is kind of like available. Everything else is kind of affordable, not like foreign countries. Everything is expensive. A banana costs like $5. No. Problem is, no matter how much you earn, you cannot live in peace. There are corrupt cops everywhere. They stop you. Even last month, few days back, I was stopped at a signal. I didn't do anything. I just stopped at the signal. The guy came, like sergeant came out of nowhere. He said, "You stopped too late." I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "You stopped too late, and then when I signal, everyone else is going, you still keep going." I said, "I stopped. Later or sooner, it doesn't mean anything. They will find any excuse, even if you have 100% foolproof in the car, everything else, you got the license, they'll still give you a case." Why? Because they have to give, this is how they earn money from public. Okay, this is the reality. I'm telling you, this is, if you come to Bangladesh, if you live here, this is reality. And this is just one example of crooked cops. They stop everywhere. They take money and then bribe, whatever. They scare you. They disrespect you. They threaten you. We have horrible system here, horrible system. The powerful people, they don't count normal people like with respect. We pay taxes and everything. We have no respect. We have no rights. Okay. So anywhere you go, whatever they tell us enforce, we have to follow. Okay. So why I decided to do this job? Not work, but do my own thing, YouTube or my small page. The reason being, I don't think it's possible for me to accept corruption. Of course, we're all corrupted in many ways. Okay, but major corruption, harming people, not giving people's rights. These are major things that people do to other people, and it's absolutely fine. And people somehow adjusted with the corruption. They don't speak up. Everybody's scared. Everybody became like part of that corruption. Okay, and I try my best not to get into that. And when I see corrupted people, just distance myself away from them. How can educated people back up people who are goons or kind of like, bad criminals, because they have power. So they're like, hey, they kiss their, So this is one thing that's making me sick. I am already like mental health wise, I was not doing so well. But seeing this every day, the struggle on the road, how people have to struggle literally every day, and you go every day, something will happen to your car, scratch, accident. Every day, there's no system for the bus. They drive like maniacs. Nobody maintains lanes. You come here, you'll know. So you always have constant pressure on your chest, like you may have a heart attack, you may suffer a stroke, or you may have like blocked heart, hypertension. Amongst all these, how do you actually, give me a second, let me have some water then and continue. Yeah, sorry, I need some water because my mouth is drying up sort of after having coffee, as I think I'm a little bit dehydrated. So let me finish on this note. I sort of thought, given everything, that's the condition, people should not like complain all the time. Like, you may think I'm complaining all the time. But if you live in a corrupted country, the worst part is, you'll always feel you are losing out from your rights, and people are messing with your private life or your space, or they are being the worst kind, Anywhere you go, you'll see corruption. You want to get your driving license, you have to pay a bribe. If you want to pay your tax token, it's a problem, You want to get your ownership transferred, you want to open a business, every sector, you're going to have to pay a bribe. Everywhere, the people sitting there, if they have a post, if they have a government job, money. So I personally feel, no matter how much you earn, even if you have the lot of money here, you can afford a lot of stuff. Moment you see this kind of country, state of the country, you feel depressed, you feel angry, you feel agitated. When you lose power, you have no voice, you cannot protest. Why I would have 7 or 8 hour electricity cut 3 times a month? Why? No answer. Nobody is responsible for anything. So I thought of like moving out, because I cannot change the country. I can change myself, I can be better, I can tell few of the other people, but most of the time people do not change, people do not care. So in that way, even if you have a luxurious life, let's say you have a house, car, easy life, easygoing life, food, you feel you want to make a change. You want to be somewhere which is peaceful, quiet. There's justice system, government actually cares for you, and there is like other things, like freedom of speech. Okay, and you just go anywhere. Absolutely, you just queue up. People act like civilized human beings. That's where you want to be. So I gave it a thought, like to move perhaps to somewhere. I don't know if I can. I'll try. but I want to work from somewhere which is productive, which will give me happiness. No matter what I'm doing right now, apart from series of bad events for last 6 months, it has been horrible. I mean, I tried everything, but just couldn't go past it. It's just such a bad situation right now, economically, socially, politically, every way possible. Bangladesh is a very difficult place to live. Anywhere you go, there are people. You cannot sit in an open space to do video. So some of you may feel like, hey, you're not patriot, you don't love your country, you're saying bad things. Well, if there are bad things, you have to discuss. You cannot say, oh, some of the people who are super rich, who are in power, their children go like, hey, love your country, love thy country. Why? Because, what's wrong with you? You're getting everything in the country. You're getting the best facilities. We are not getting. They are getting. To them, when they travel from overseas, come here, they don't see what we struggle with every day. And some injustice happened to us. They don't see that struggle, right? So it's easy for them to say, oh, being foreign, being in a foreign land, I miss my country and everything's so great. The sentiments only work when your system, when your bosses, when your authority actually cares for you. I don't think they care for us at all. Okay, we don't have any communication, we don't have any relation. Most of the people are frustrated on the road. Everybody is frustrated on the road. You go and you see they're worried. They cannot do shopping. They cannot buy things for their babies. They cannot pay rents. How will people survive? They don't have the basic needs. All right, and we're talking about big projects. If you go to an airport, the whole road in front of airport is broken. Any foreigner comes and lands here, they will see the country. The first impression they get is like everywhere, like broken roads, construction going on. And it has been going on for a number of years. So much money wasted, stolen. It's just unbelievable. So when you think of all these, perhaps it's a process, wherever there's a corruption, if someone loses money from the bank, somebody will lose money from your bank too. Account disappearing, money disappearing, at times. So there's no security. And then this is why people sort of see brain drain. I'm not calling myself a brain, but I feel like perhaps just run away. I'm a coward. I cannot do anything. I cannot raise voice. And when I see people don't say anything, they're okay with corruption, that's the moment it's the end is near. Okay. And I'm sorry to say, I'm not telling you to leave your country, but anywhere you have some sort of security, some sort of honesty, some sort of a justice system, you should live there, even if it's for less money, because you can live a life and that you're not having to bribe anybody, nobody's stealing money from you, nobody's robbing you, and you are living the life the way you want it. You can make your decisions, you can give your opinion, and then you'll be valued, you will be respected as long as you stay within the law and order. So yeah, I'm a little bit disturbed, as you can see. So overall situation, living in this country, I'm just giving you some idea what it's like to live in a third world country. And is the problem is mindset of people, and then the corruption really is like cancer. We have hardworking people work so hard here, they make enough money, they make enough crops, but then in the process of bribing the system, you lose out everything. And that's how we have corruption and then inflation. We have like roads broken, like every year they cut the roads to put a pipe. Can you imagine? Every year. So you understand what's happening here, how they just absolutely taking everything, giving nothing back, right? So this is what we go through. I'm just giving you a little bit of glimpse. Sometimes I stay very depressed. My YouTube channel not doing so great, I would say. Last year I bought many fragrances, I did review. It didn't get views. So I don't blame people. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. It's okay. Then my page, the Decant page, sort of lost business. People are not buying anything, sorry. Right now it shows the economy is sort of way down. Everybody's selling off their fragrances. So perhaps this year for fragrances is going to be also horrible, because the prices have gone high, and then import duties are high, and people are not being able to import many fragrances. So overall, everything is connected. Everything is going to go really bad. So brace yourself if you live in Bangladesh. If you have to leave, you cannot wait. There's no way you can leave the country. Make sure you have savings for this year. Otherwise, you're going to have very difficult year ahead. Thank you so much for watching. Just sharing 2 cents with you. And still try to stay positive and keep sending me your prayers. That's the best thing I can tell. God decides everything, right? Take care. See you soon. And love you all. Bye-bye.